G'day guys, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Wesley Abramoff and today I will be making a delicious Christmas Pavlova. If you enjoy watching this video, please make sure to give it a like and please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. It means the world to me. And also feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of this video and what other content you would like to see on my channel. So anyway, let's get started. Alright guys, the first thing I'm going to do here is crack the eggs and get all the egg whites into here. I would need about 225 milliliters of egg whites, which is approximately 6 or 7 eggs depending on the size of the eggs. So I'm going to crack those up, keep the egg whites and then use them to whisk in the bowl. Here I finished cracking all my eggs and now it's time to whisk the egg whites until stiff peaks form. Now that we've got stiff peaks, it's time to add the caster sugar. For this particular Pavlova recipe, we will be needing 1.5 cups of caster sugar, which we will be adding one tablespoon at a time every 30 seconds while whisking. Once I finish adding all my sugar, I'm going to scrape down the sides of the bowl and then whisk for a further several minutes. You would want to keep whisking until the mixture is thick and glossy. Sorry, I forgot to mention earlier in this video that you should set your oven to 150 degrees Celsius if you're using a conventional oven. You should set your oven before you start baking. After we've mixed our meringue mixture again, we are going to mix 1 tablespoon of corn flour and 1.5 teaspoons of white vinegar together to make a slurry. That's number 2, and that's our third half teaspoon, so that's 1.5 teaspoons of white vinegar. Oh boy, this is quite hard to mix together. Once we've mixed our corn flour and white vinegar slurry, we're going to pour it into the meringue mixture. Now that the slurry mixture is in the meringue mixture, I'm going to whisk it all again for about 2 more minutes. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but with some classic Pavlova recipes, they include vanilla extract, while others do not include vanilla extract. Now, I personally like adding vanilla extract to my Pavlova as it gives it more flavour, or makes the flavours more intense, or a more vanilla flavour to it. I'll put it that way. But of course, if you're not a fan of vanilla extract, of course you don't have to use any. I like to just add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract to my Pavlova and then I'll mix it in for about 1 or 2 more minutes. Now that I've finished mixing the meringue base, I will be adding it to the baking tray in the form of a Pavlova cake, and then I'll put it in the oven. Okay, I've just finished transferring the meringue from the mixing bowl onto the tray. I apologize, this is not the best looking Pavlova. This is not the best looking meringue base, I know. But I think it's not still good enough, should still be nice and delicious when it comes out of the oven. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop it into the oven and I will reduce the oven temperature from 150 degrees Celsius to 120 degrees Celsius and leave it in there for about an hour before I switch off the oven. About there, so that's about 120. And that's in the oven now, and I'll leave that for approximately 1 hour. Hey guys, I'm back. So after 1 hour in the oven, I switched off the oven, and I've let the pavlova rest inside there with the door closed. It's been about 2.5 hours since the pavlova's, since I've turned off the oven. So I've rested, so basically I've rested the pavlova in there for about 2.5 hours now. But I strongly recommend, if you want to bake, if you want to use this recipe, I strongly recommend you leave the pavlova there overnight. If you want if you want the best results, I strongly suggest you just leave the pavlova in there overnight, and then whip the cream, add the fruit in the morning, I guess. But I guess leaving it in there for about a couple hours is okay as well. Yeah, so anyway, what I'll be doing next is I'll be whipping the cream, and then take the pavlova out of the oven, put the whipping cream on top, and then add some nice fruits. I've got some mangoes and maybe some others, like maybe, I don't know if we have any peaches or strawberries as well. If we have any, we'll add those on top as well. Yeah, so in case you were wondering where I got this recipe from, it was inspired by Australian chef Donna Hay, if you've ever heard of her. In fact, I have one of her books here, if you can see. Donna Hay, Modern Baking. It's a very awesome book. I've baked pavlovas, brownies, and I think I've done maybe some cookies as well, I think, by her. So it's she's a phenomenal chef, a phenomenal baker. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video so far. I'll remind you again, if you've enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. And hit that notification bell as well. And yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of the video, and what other content you like to see, or what other stuff you'd like to see me bake or cook. You know, I'm more than happy to do some cooking videos on this channel. That's what it's all about. Yeah, so anyway, we'll move on to the whipping cream. Alright, we're going to use all of the whipped cream we have, which is about 600 milliliters. Oh, it's sunk. Wait a little bit, but that's okay. Usually happens whenever I bake pavlova. Right here. Okay. Yeah, not too bad in my opinion. Right, now let's add the fruit. Got some mangoes, grapes, and raspberries here. Right, whipping cream will go on top. Then I'll add the fruits after. Might not be enough room. Here we are, all finished. Delicious.